purpose of this trail more than anything is to gather information. It's getting so steep here that I'm going to take my snowshoes off and just kind of swim through this snow because I'm sliding back as much as I'm moving forward. It's so steep in here and the ground's so rough in this area that it's easier for me to go without the snowshoes.
Oh, bother. Everything looks the same.
I got my trail from camp up to the ridge here on the north side of my valley, and tomorrow I'm planning to head to the top of the mountain on the south side. What a beautiful evening. What a great way to spend it too up here.
There's always two sides to everything out here. There's trying to make life easy for yourself, and then there's surviving if something really bad goes wrong. And oftentimes the same obstacle provides both to you. Ooh, boy. Another calm day on the Yukon. So I'm going to need more logs for building the new generator shack.
Yeah.
And my trail's going out. I mean, look at it. I'm down to dirt right here. You know, things are melting. So that's kind of like the most essential thing for me to do right now, timing-wise. Because once I can't run this trail anymore, I'm screwed for logging for the rest of the year.
Well, let's get cracking.
I'm really battling the clock right now. Every year is a different year with the weather. Climate change is really affecting our seasons. I've probably only got about another 4 or 5 days to get these logs in, or that's it. I won't be able to do it. So I'm really nervous about the breakup. Every year breakup happens. It's a crapshoot for us. We have no idea what's going to happen here. Adapting. Every year's adapting, changing. I'd rather be doing other things right now. I'd love to be out running my dogs, but it's time to get these logs in, and if it's not done now, it's not going to get done, period. Burning daylight. Time to go get some logs.
No, wrong place.
I'm having to log in a new area this year because the river never froze up in front of our place here. And as a result, I'm having to go a little more than twice as far than I normally do. My trails are getting pretty weak now. They're running out of snow. I don't have too much more time. Got a couple of good trees right in this area that I can get. First step, I like getting a rope on these trees when I'm logging by myself. A lot of these trees are too small in diameter to use a wedge. And when you're finishing up your cut, if the wind blows the wrong way, your tree falls back, so this kind of acts like a safety for me. One of the dangers of falling trees out here is hang-ups. When they hang up on another tree, when they start to fall, that can be a really dangerous situation. When they're hung up in trees, you really never know exactly what they're going to do. Sometimes they break off the top of the other tree, they flip around, they twist. So I have to be really cautious about what I'm doing here, because one slip up here, that could screw up the rest of my year, could end it completely for me. Be a real problem. He's hung up. This can be a real problem when they get hung up like this. I don't know where this thing's going to go right now. When it goes, it might kick back. It's cut completely free, so what I need right now is a big gust of wind to help me get this down. But I can start pulling on that rope, and hopefully this baby will come down where I want her. But you never know where she's going to go when they're like this.
This way, Connor.
All right.
Yes, this is it. This is
Here
the
she
way.
goes. There she goes.
Keep going.
Right.
Left.
Thank you, wind. Cut the tree. Well, what I'm doing right now is cutting small cabin logs, 8-foot sections. So this tree basically did one round. I figure I need
Something
probably
is wrong.
somewhere around 10 to 15
We are off
rounds, so
course.
10 or 15 trees. All
Turn
right,
back, Connor. You're going the wrong way.
looks like a load to me.
To the right, Connor. To the right.
I am very comfortable operating out here alone, but there are
Yes, this
certain
is
risks
exactly
involved.
where we need
And
to be.
the thing foremost in my mind is that I need to be able to get home on my own 2 legs because
Keep going.
nobody's going to come looking for me if I don't.
Here we are. Best to continue on foot. This is it.
Got a bone
You
here,
have
I'm
got
gonna
the right
break.
place.
Over the course of winter, Glenn covers hundreds of miles of extreme terrain in search of game. A high-fat diet is crucial for his body to keep up.
This is the lower right leg from a young bull moose, 15 or 16 months old. And I'm going to break it to get the marrow out. Of course, you can use a saw to get to the marrow, but I found that by supporting the bone between 2 large rocks and dropping a 3rd rock on the center of the bone, that works most efficiently for me. So that's the technique I'm using. I'll just position these 2 rocks here on the ice so that the bone is supported between the rocks. So what I was looking for is the marrow. This right here, this is the good stuff. That is right out of the middle of that tibia. And it's very tasty. There's a lot more in there. Look at this. Yeah, like all that's good. Marrow right in there. It's very high in fat. Fat's the main thing
Welcome
around
to
here.
Lexington, Connor.
It's hungry
Now let's
country.
find Hancock
The
and
Arctic.
Adams.
At this time of year now, you know, a lot of animals don't have much
No
fat.
sign of Dawes.
I mean, I eat about a
It's
half
all
a
right.
pound of fat a day. And if I didn't eat that much fat, I wouldn't be able to eat enough food because you can only eat so much meat. You actually get poisoned by too much protein. But you can eat a lot of fat. You have to get about 70, 75% of your calories from fat if you don't have carbohydrates. What a day. I love it. This is eating out in the Brooks Range.
Oh, Connor.
Fast food.
Good to see you.
Smash something with a couple of rocks and
The redcoats are coming.
it's ready
Aye,
to
so
go.
Williams told us. Let them conduct their
We're not
research.
harvesting anything.
They'll
This
find
isn't
out.
wheat that waits
You
for us
don't
to chop it
understand.
down. We're hunters. We're chasing these animals down and we're catching them and taking their lives. And then we're eating them and they're letting us live.
I suppose we have no choice then but to go. What of you 3?
Dawes and I will continue on to Concord. Connor, it's best you stay here. and
I don't
help
think
our
they're
man
far. I
John
think our
Parker
biggest
hold
problem's
the
going to be
town.
wind today.
It'll give us time to spread
We're
the
getting
word.
about a 10-mile-an-hour wind and I can see windy clouds up top, so we'll see what we see. We'll see what the weather brings us.
Chip and Agnes Hailstone are set to begin the 2nd day of their final caribou hunt of the season. It is their last chance to provide their family with caribou meat until summer.
In the system up here we have, once I've gotten enough meat for myself, I take the other meats that I've gotten, I trade them. It's legal here to barter for caribou. It's like basically making your own money. It's kind of like digging gold out of the ground. It's something that you're the first one to get a hold of it, and you just go from there. Meat is our money.
Just on top of the hill?
There's quite a few. Huh?
Caribou?
Yeah, caribou up there. We got lots of caribou around us, and we just got here. So we don't want to spook them up, but what we want to do is creep around the top of the hill and have a look over here. And we know that there's a lot of caribou on the other side of the hill that are coming over. So we're going to go get up on top and wait for them to come to us. Don't need one as a bull, and that's 4 cows. Go ahead, give it a try. Right above their shoulder.
Ah, shit.
I didn't see a hit.
I didn't see it either.
Shoot when you feel like it.
All right,
Pretty hard with this
the wind.
Nope. In front of it. So just get ready for the next time. They never stay in the same place. The caribou, right? Caribou do what caribou do.
Oh my God, it's freezing.
Unless fired upon! But if we need to have a war, let it begin here! Take care. Disperse, you damn
Oh my God, it's freezing.
Lay down your arms and disperse!
Smack it with your hand.
Keep doing! Hold your position!
Oh, yeah.
Going down.
I know you nailed it at least once. Maybe you hit it twice. I don't know.
I hit it once.
We'll find out when we get there.
Yeah. I finally got my shot. It took me like a few shots to figure out the wind and the distance.
It's all right. That's what it takes to take the few shots.
Yeah.
Hey, very few people would shoot in this range.
Good shot?
Yeah,
Good enough?
good enough. I'll go down there and just cut his throat.
Okay.
Go on now!
This took quite many miles, but when we came across this herd, it was to my advantage. It was downhill, and the wind was in my favor, and we have one down now to skin and butcher.
Oh yeah, look how fat she is.
Gee, I was waiting till you opened it up. Wow, good choice one I did.
Yeah.
Wee. Wow.
This is a real prize. Well, today's gone pretty good. Scoring this first one, you know, it kind of takes that, are we going to get it off? We've already got success, so no matter how we return home, we'll return home successful. Our plan, though, is to return home quite successful to make all of our endeavor and our money and our investment into caribou. So what we'd like to do is fill up the sled and bring home more caribou than what we've got right now. If we wanted just one, we would go home and go to bed. We would be done. But we're not single caribou kind of people.
You know, I don't see myself as a great huntress. I don't see myself as a great proprietress. What I see myself as is an explorer.
Sue has spent half the day drilling through 6 feet of ice for fish, and so far, she's come up empty.
I did find the lake, I did drill holes, it was a bust. That's the way it goes. Disappointing maybe, but I'm not going to ruin a brand new piece of equipment I'm not going for rockfish. I wanted, you know, water. So fins win the day. But I'll follow the river, take it home. I'm fine. Life is like that, lots of chocolate. You never know what you're going to get.
Enough to worry about without some Korean boy
Wolverine truck.
John Parker as well.
Wolverine track. So this might be what I'm going towards, and lucky me, all I got is the 44, which is close range. But these are Wolverine tracks. It's headed right where I'm headed.
You ladies finished
So
gossiping?
we'll see. 44 is not the weapon of choice with a Wolverine. Not unless he's in a trap. Not meant for long distances.
The fighting starts.
The Wolverine is definitely one of the predators awake this time of year. Saw fresh tracks, so I'll just keep my eyes
Not just a
peeled.
soldier who needs some experience to direct them.